What's up and welcome back. I am clearing my throat at the top of video, which is always a good sign for 2023 best of TV, actress, and a drama series. Yeah, I did the supporting categories already for drama. I've done all the comedy categories. We're getting closer and closer to being at the end of my TV, and then I can jump into film. So this is um yeah, this is it. This is a really tough category. Obviously, I'm going to do my honorable mention thing. Just a little recap for you guys, just in case you're like, where was this head at before? So you can judge my taste, because my tastes are all over the place, and I don't like to do that thing where I just recognize one show down the line. Um, Probably should have explained that more in my other videos before I didn't give people certain awards. So for drama ensemble, which I did ensemble in a drama, my my winner was Succession, which may have explained why I didn't give anybody in the supporting categories a win for Succession, because I kind of see that more as an ensemble film, and it's easier to just say all of you deserve it instead of one of you deserves it. And then my runner-up was Silo, because I love Silo, and it really does, like, you just, like, people just show up in Silo, and then you just become really invested in their character, even if they're only in like 2 episodes. It's really amazing. So supporting actress, I gave it to Christina Ricci for Yellow Jackets, and I do beg the question, and I probably could have moved her into lead, but I don't know why she's supporting. I don't know why all of the other adult versions of the original, all of the other ones always campaign and lead, and they make Christina campaign and supporting. I don't understand that. It's so bizarre to me. Um, but I kept her there and then gave her the award because I guess she's somehow supporting. And then my runner-up was Jamie Lee Curtis for The Bear, because that's a dramatic performance. It's also kind of a guest performance. I don't have guest categories, but she blew me away. Actually, even more so than in Everything Everywhere All at Once. So, and then I just did supporting actor, where I kind of cheated, but it's like I can't choose between the two. So, um, my runner-ups were are two people that if I'd been Emmy voters, I wouldn't have been able to pick between the two of them. And I wouldn't have voted for either one of them, which is sad. But I believe they both deserve to win together, not one or the other. But so my runner-ups were Murray Bartlett and Nick Offerman for The Last of Us. That episode was incredible, and it stuck with me for almost second, and we're almost at a year, and it's been with me. And my winner, or winners, were also both from the same series, and both had been supporting Bobby Axelrod, and then moving on up in Billions, but they've been on the show. Asa K. Dillon joined the show in season 2. It feels like they were originally a cast member, but actually David Constable as Wags has been there the whole time, but they've both been there making giant contributions, and they were my winners in their final season of Billions for supporting actors in a drama series. So, who's going to win Best Actress today, considering you just heard a bunch of different shows? Anyone could win. All the limited series are rolled in. So let's start off by honoring some people. And yes, I'm using like assistive technology down here, so this is bumpy. I'm sorry, I can't remember all these names. So we're gonna start off with Emma Stone from The Curse, which is Showtime / Paramount Plus. Honestly, I did not finish this, so she's getting this award because she was the only thing that kept me going for as many episodes as I did. I just didn't like the show, but I liked her in it, and she was literally the only reason I got through 4 episodes of The Curse, because I found her engaging, but the show around her is just dreadful. I don't know how the show ended. I should probably trust A24 more, I guess. but I did not. No, I did see other people complaining about it online, and they were further along than me, and they were like, "Is this show ever going to get good?" Blah 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 blah, and I was like, "Maybe it just never gets good. I don't know." So
Emma Stone, The
I will never
First,
find
Brie
out.
Larson, Lessons Grammatic, Aria Mia Loberty as Marie, All the Light We Cannot Grammatical
Um,
Literacy, Netflix.
I'm a blind film critic, so of course I'm going uh, to give a shout out to Aria Marie Lober, who was in All the Light We Cannot See. She was Marie, a blind actress in a leading role in a limited. Yeah, definitely gonna make my list. Why would I be here? Even if she's, but she actually did a good job. I actually thought she held her own against people with big names. I actually thought she did a better job than Mark Ruffalo. I don't know what that accent was or where he was from in that show. That accent in that show is actually making me like every time he gets snubbed for Poor Things, I'm not as upset because I just keep hearing his voice in this show, and I'm like Sean Levy was good with that. He was like, "Yeah, that's fine. We'll put that in the where's he from? I can't tell, but it'll be fine. He's Mark Ruffalo. People won't complain." Anyway, um,
Claire Danes, Full Circle, Max.
Claire Danes was terrific in Full Circle on Max. This also might now also be on Netflix because of their weird deal. So who knows where you can watch this now? It did have audio description. I don't know if it does on Netflix. Maybe it's still on Max. Big question mark as to where it is. This was a Steven Soderbergh done thing, so
Bel Powley, A
um,
Small Light,
that's where that
Nat
came
Geo
from. Belle Powley
2023.
was on A Small Night for Nat Geo. That had audio description. It was great. She was fantastic in it. She deserved more recognition than she got, but she got some. So,
Kate Mara, Class of '09,
Kate
Bullshit
Mara was in
2223.
a Hulu limited series called Class of '09. She was fantastic in that. Nobody talked about that, but she was. She did some really good work.
Ali Wong, Beef,
Ali Wong
Netflix
for
at
Beef. I'm not giving her the
2223.
trophy. Enough people have done that already. I want to be more interesting than that, so we're gonna move on from that. Um, if you want somebody to talk about Ali Wong being great in Beef, watch an awards ceremony.
Betty Gilpin, Mrs. Jennifer
Um,
Garner, The Last Thing You Told Me. Rachel Wise, Dead Ringers,
Rachel
Amazon
Weisz
in
for
2223.
Dead Ringers. She is playing two roles here, and that was a weird series. I didn't really love it, but she did a really good job being in a really weird series.
Riley Keough,
So,
Daisy Jones
in a
Romantic
really
Error in the Six,
sort
Amazon
of
Erotic
bizarre,
2223. Brittany O'Grady,
bizarre
The
role,
Consultant,
the
Amazon in
stuff that
2223.
that
Blank.
she was asked to do in that show, it just so 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 weird. Um, and of course, in a different world with less competition, and perhaps if I also still had a limited category, um, and they didn't just keep making second seasons of limited shows.
Eli Goria's Convent of the
Especially,
Peripheral, Amazon GN
the funny thing is,
2022
this is
and
one of those shows where
2223.
they have fans that are
Patty Considine, How
begging right now for a second
Hope,
season.
Garrett Dillahunt, Hope,
Um,
Jeep, Josh
so
McDermott,
yeah,
Austin
Riley Keough
Amelio,
for Days
Fairfield,
Jones and the
Ryan Hurst,
Six,
The Walking Dead, Action,
because
Blank,
there is a
Blank.
chance that thing will get a second season because fans are like, please, please. I'm like, what would that even look like? Did you watch the show?
Blank.
Anyway, some people are weird. But yeah, she was great as Daisy, and she gets a shout out.
Isla Fisher, Wolf Like Me, Peacock,
Isla Fisher for uh,
Jazz Sinclair
Wolf
as
Like
Marie,
Me is debatable
Isla
whether or not that's
Blank.
a comedy or drama performance. You decide.
Isla, Jazz Sinclair as Marie, Genevieve,
Jazz
Amazon.
Sinclair, who plays Murray, and Genevieve, was it Murray or Murray? I can't even remember. I feel like it was Murray. Anyway, the lead of Genevieve um, was a great addition to the boys' extra universe.
Rosamund Pike, The Wheel of Time, Amazon.
Rosamund Pike is still holding down the wheel of time. I think we forget that sometimes, but holding down the fort on a show. It's like
Rosario
they must be
Dawson,
paying her out the
Ahsoka,
ass for that.
Disney Plus.
Rosario Dawson for Ahsoka. I would. It was okay. The show was okay. she was good on it. She's good in that role. So,
Stephanie Beatriz, Twisted, Lauren Cohen, The Walking Dead, Dead City, A.M.
Lauren
Seahawks.
Cohen for The Walking Dead, Dead City. Because I'm a Walking Dead fan, yeah, this doesn't have audio description, or maybe it does. Maybe it does, and they're not using it.
Rebecca Ferguson,
Anyway, I'm gonna
Silo,
throw that
Apple
out there
Plus
and
in
just
22,
let it simmer.
23.
Rebecca Ferguson for Silo. And my love for Silo is really strong. But again, one of the reasons I put it as a runner-up for that is because I'm addicted to Silo, not just addicted to Rebecca Ferguson. So,
Peyton List, School Spirits,
Peyton
Paramount
List
Plus
for
in
School of
22,
Spirits,
23.
which was Paramount Plus. She did, you know, I mean, I love her on Cobra Kai. I'm glad she has another series to fall back on. Whenever Cobra Kai's final season comes out, I feel like we were getting rapid fire Cobra Kai seasons, and now by the time we get our final Cobra Kai season, they're all going to be like in their 30s. They're going to have to do a time jump. It's I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, Peyton List.
Caitlin Bassett as Addison, Quantum Leap, and Bella Ramsey, The Last Grammatical Error, Chloe Grace Moritz, Tatiana Maslin, Emma Darcy as Rhaenyra, Jenna Ortega, Millie Bobby Brown, Winona Ryder, Erin Moriarty, Katya Herbers, E. Blank.
And I'm in a weird break. Yeah, so I also want to recognize Bella Ramsey for The Last of Us, for an excellent performance in a
Russell Crowe, Bobby Cannavale,
dramatic series.
Bobby Cannavale, The Watcher, Netflix G. Matt.
Another excellent performance, and now I've lost my place in my document, in case you're wondering why I'm
Audio
stalling.
description for a Brandon
Like,
Flynn,
where is he?
13 Reasons Why. Simone Messick,
I can't remember some of these names on my own, so
Brandon Flynn,
Melanie Linsky for Yellow Jackets.
Michael,
David
Cunningham,
another great
Steve Carell,
performance.
Jeremy
I didn't
Strong,
pick it.
Matthew McFadden, Tom
Also,
Elway, Michael M. Best supporting
Juliette
actor in
Lewis
Grammatical Error,
for
Ray
Yellow
Blank.
Jackets. Another great performance. I didn't pick, which is tragic because, you know why, if you've seen Yellow Jackets. But there are a lot of performances, so.
Shanola Hampton as Gabby Mosley, Found, NBC.
Shanola Hampton, who plays Gabby on Found. Yeah. Especially after like the last couple episodes, I thought it was worth acknowledging her performance. The series is interesting. I feel like it's like Prodigal Son, and it's gonna last for 2 seasons and then get canceled. Like, it doesn't seem like something that actually has long-term potential.
Reese Witherspoon, Jennifer Aniston, The Morning Show, Apple Plus.
Jennifer Aniston on The Morning Show for Apple Plus. She had a really interesting arc. She was just really good. She had to go get John Hamm, and she just kind of was a boss the whole season. I thought it really worked. So,
Jenna Coleman, Wilderness, Amazon.
Jenna Coleman on Wilderness. If you haven't seen Wilderness, Jenna Coleman is definitely a talent that we're going to see more of.
Simone Messick, All Rise, Own.
Simone Messick for the final season of All Rise. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what happened to her show. It's like we kept trying to save it and rescue it, and Own they rescued it for like 1 season and then didn't split the 20 episodes across. It was still season 3. Like, there's only 3 seasons of the show. Anyway.
Zoe Saldana, Special Ops Lioness.
Zoe Saldana for Special Ops Lioness, I guess. Maybe we'll have Special Ops something else. I don't know why that it needs the whole title. But also, Lesla de Oliveira, who played Cruz in that show. Obviously, she does most of the heavy lifting, although Zoe had some really interesting and lovely moments with her daughter that also got her on my list. So, even though Cruz is obviously the one that's doing most of the work in that show.
Ayo Edbury, The Bear, Hulu. Juliette Lewis.
Ayo Edbury for The Bear. There were some really great moments for her on The Bear, and she was part of the reason that really helped me understand the series more as a drama. Um, I thought there were just so many great moments when she's sitting there talking about, like, thinking about her future as a chef and like how far she's come and where she's going. It's such a nice arc for her. I don't know that the show is as funny as people think it is. It's so weird to say this is the best comedy. It's like there are shows that are actively funny every episode, and The Bear made me think a lot more and feel a lot more dramatically than it did make me laugh. Even Richie's character, they toned him down and gave him purpose. And I just found The Bear to be something completely different in its second season. And it's part of the reason I really loved it. I didn't, the first season I thought was okay. Second season is where I fell in love with The Bear. So, um, anyway, Fishes is great. If you haven't seen Fishes, watch Fishes, the episode. Just watch just watch one episode and tell me you don't want to watch The Bear. So,
Melanie Linsky, Yellow Jackets, Showtime in 22. Octavia Spencer.
Octavia Spencer for the final season of Truth Be Told.
Lizzie Kaplan, Fatal Attraction.
Lizzie Kaplan for Fatal Attraction. Only because it's not a great show. I said the same thing when I had Amanda Peet in Supporting Actress. I didn't think it was a great show. I don't know why they were trying for a second season. It was a weird performance from Lizzie Kaplan. Like, it felt so unlike her. And I thought she was really stretching herself as an actress. And I really liked that. That she went in a place where I would never have thought she was going to go. So kudos. You didn't win, but kudos as an honorable mention, you know?
Kerry Russell, The Diplomat, Netflix in 22-23.
Kerry Russell is The Diplomat. I think this is going to be a show where it has something interesting down the line. The first season didn't blow me away necessarily as much as some other people, but I'm excited for the future of it.
India Amartya as Young Charlotte, Queen Charlotte, Netflix run 22-23.
Yeah, Reese Witherspoon for the morning show. With her whole arc on the morning show and having to figure out what to do about her whole life being put out there, and also her brother and her career and everything. Just, she was in a completely different place. It's funny that Jennifer Aniston's getting all the recognition when Reese Witherspoon's character was really the one that was actually being thrown the storylines this season. Anyway, hot take.
Sarah Snook, Succession, HBO 22-23.
I love Shiv. Sarah Snook is an honorable mention for me. So.
Priyanka Chopra Jonas, Sidit, Gina Torres, 900 and Marcia Gay Harden, So Help Me Todd, Connie Britton as Diddy, Dear Edward, Apple Plus in 22-23.
Connie Britton from Dear Edward. Yeah, I'm going to continue to just say names from Dear Edward and just lament the fact that the show got canceled and had a better future than that. So.
Taylor Schilling as Lexi, Dear Edward, Apple
and
Plus
Taylor
in
Schilling,
22-23.
who was Lexi in that as well.
Hilary Swank, Alaska Daily, ABC.
Hilary Swank was really good in Alaska Daily. It only had a couple episodes at the beginning of 2023, but it technically finished in 2023. So it's worth mentioning. And it was a good show. It deserved more. David E. Kelly is an excellent showrunner.
Natasha Lyonne, Poker
So.
Face, Peacock U, Helen Mirren, 1923, Paramount Plus GN 2022.
I think Helen Mirren is 1923 covers as an honorable mention here, because I think 1923 bled over into 2023 the same way the other show I just does. So yeah. Anyway,
Elizabeth Moss, The Handmaid's Tale, Imelda Stanton, The Crown.
Imelda
Netflix
Stanton
GN
for The
2022,
Crown isn't really doing anything on The Crown, but when she is there, she's still Imelda Stanton. So it's really hard to say she's ever doing a bad job of anything.
Simone Ashley as Kate Bridgert,
But I don't think we necessarily
Chris Marshall as Danielle,
need to have her,
Mankind, Apple Plus
you know,
G-Run 2022,
constantly winning everything.
Gugu Mbatha Raw, Britt Lower as Helly, Severance, Apple Plus W2122.
Chris Marshall as Danielle on For All Mankind is definitely somebody that I feel like I've recognized before when it was a more supporting performance. This season just kind of moved away from giving her a lot of the meteor stuff. She was a great presence, and she was definitely elevated more to lead as she commanded the center. And it's not that she didn't give a bad performance. It's just that the show didn't highlight her in the way that it has before. To be able to, for me to give Chris a nod on what's probably the way out the door. Not really a spoiler
Rick
for All
Roller is
Mankind
Ellie,
because it
Severance,
makes
Apple
giant
Plus
time leaps
W2122,
every
Ian
season, and she's an original
2022.
cast member, so they're aging every time it happens. They can't be 80 in space, you know.
Goop, Britt Lower as Helly, Severance, Kate Runaball, Outlander, Blank, Kate Run, Britt Lower,
Um,
Gugu Mather, Chris Marshall as Dan, Simone
so
Ashley
I'm
as
kind of
Ellie,
down
Nova
to
Stanton,
my
Elizabeth
final.
Moss, The Handmaid's Helen Mirren, Natasha Lyonic, Hilary Swank, Taylor Schilling as Connie Britton, Marcia Gay Hart, Gina Torres,
We are
Priyanka
close
Chopra Jonas, Citadel,
to the
Sarah
end.
Snow, India Amartysio as Young Shiro, Queen Charlotte,
India
Netflixy
Amartide
run
Shero as
22-23.
Queen Charlotte in Queen Charlotte, the Bridgerton tale, was excellent, and it's a shame that that's a limited series,
Carrie Russell, The Diplo,
because
India
I
Amartysio as
totally
Young
would have loved to
Charlotte,
see more
Queen
of that.
Charlotte, Netflixy run 22-23.
So, um, yeah, my runner-up and my winner time. My runner-up is someone who maybe it felt like a layup for somebody who's an Oscar winner, but she was terrific in the show, and it's my own one and only time to recognize it at all. And I haven't really recognized limited series at all. Um, but I gotta put Brie Larson for Lessons in Chemistry as my runner up. So um, yeah, it's a 2023. It's a limited series. I hopefully a limited series. Who knows these days? But yeah, so she's my runner up for actress in a limited series. My winner is, and I hinted at you when because I had a feeling that fans of these shows would be really upset when I wasn't including them. But yeah, my winner for best actress in a drama is Natasha Lyonne for Poker Face. Debatable about the context of the show, but she's always sort of investigating a murder. It's a dramedy, but she's great in it, and she's running from the mob most of the season one. She's like running for her life. Yeah, she's funny because I feel like Natasha Lyonne, even in dramatic roles, always finds the funny even in her most serious performances. She always finds ways of bringing that to her role. So even if Poker Face was toned into like more of like a straight like Law and Order type of thing or whatever, I feel like she would still find ways to bring that quirky sarcastic humor. The whole reason anybody ever cast Natasha Lyonne in anything into this character. At first, when I found out this was happening, I was really sad because I figured it meant the end for Russian Doll, but I'm okay because I think this is better than Russian Doll. I think she's better in it, and it really gives her more of a character, and I can't wait to see season two. So, my pick for Best Actress in Drama, shockingly, is Natasha Lyonne for Poker Face. It's all to my interpretation, and the runner-up was Brie Larson. That's chemistry. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll do actor tomorrow. And we're almost done. Then I have drama series, and then I'm jumping into film. So I'm sure my film people will be happy to see what I liked in 2023 in film. So I will see you guys on the other side.